Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
'73, we're going to be knocking 713 Fraser. It's just going to be a simple assault. It has nothing to do with Aurora mental health. Dwight. I'm on, by the way.
Police department.
I hear him coming. Knock again.
It's Dwight, right?
Yeah.
Police department.
Aurora, please come to the door, please. Here, woman. You're so friendly. Someone's gonna think someone's burglarizing. Aurora, please come to the door.
Police department. Not going away.
Come to the door, please. Come on, we heard you and we saw you. Come on to the door.
Come to the door. I don't like kicking doors in.
Your window's open. Please come to the door. Oh well, what can you do, man? Hey, have him come over and point to the door so we make sure we have the right one. All right. Well, Dwight, you're going to get a warrant for your arrest if you don't come down here and resolve this.
Come to the door.
Oh, there we go.
Come on, step on outside here, boss. Keep your hands where we can see them.
Are you Dwight?
No, I'm sorry.
What's your name?
Archibald.
Where's Dwight?
I'm Dwight.
Well, Dwight, come out here, come talk to us, man. You shouldn't have to make us bounce around like that for 2 minutes. Jesus.
Come on out here.
I'm in my room listening to television.
Come on
Yeah,
out here.
your
Do you have any
window's
guns, weapons,
open.
bombs, knives,
My
anything
window's
on you?
not open.
Come on. Come on out here.
Oh, one of the windows is open out there.
Come on out here. Come on. Turn around, face away from me.
Sir.
Dwight, listen to
Why
this
are your
officer.
hands
Turn
on
around,
me?
spread. Turn around. Spread your feet. Spread your feet. You have anything on you? Guns, bombs, knives, drugs, anything like that?
Listen, I have never been arrested.
Don't
Dwight,
start.
you're
My
not-
cat's outside.
Keep your...
Stop. The cat's been outside the whole time.
Archie! No, he has not. Archie! Hey, guys.
Stop. You're gonna
All right.
you're gonna get taken to the ground.
All
Dumped
right.
on the ground.
All right.
Get back. Get back. Get back.
Run that fast.
Sir, stop.
is
You are under
unnecessary.
arrest. Stop. You are under arrest.
Because I wanted my cat to go inside.
No.
Stop clenching your
Stop
fist.
clenching your fist and relax. We're going to roll you over and place you in handcuffs.
right,
You're going to be
all
charged with resisting.
All right, all right.
Are you going to cooperate?
Yeah.
Relax your hands.
Relax that left hand. Relax that left hand.
There we go.
Now turn and roll. Roll. Roll
What
over
the
on,
hell is this
roll
all
onto your
about?
stomach.
What the hell is this about?
Well, we were trying to explain that to you, but you're not listening,
You asked me
okay?
to come out. You wanted me to take my hands and everything else.
We're checking you for weapons. When you start squirming like that, we got to assume you got a weapon on
I
you.
don't know what the hell you guys are
So you
here
better
for.
believe we're going to take you down to the ground.
Feels terrible about accidentally shooting and killing 55-year-old Betty Jones.
Watch your team at 5. Cheryl Burton, Alan Krzyzewski, meteorologist Cheryl Scott, and sports with Mark Giangreco. ABC 7 Eyewitness News at 5.
New this morning, we are hearing for the first time from the Chicago police officer who shot and killed Quintonio LeGrier and Betty Jones in December.
Tanya has what he had to say from the Alert Center this morning. Tanya.
Terrell and Judy, 26-year-old Robert Rialmo talked to reporters working with the Marshall Project in Time magazine. We learned that he comes from a family of first responders. His father's a city fireman. His mother's brother is a veteran cop, and he is an ex-Marine who served one tour of duty in Iraq. He says he feels terrible about accidentally shooting and killing 55-year-old Betty Jones, the woman who answered the door when others in her house called police to report a domestic disturbance. Now, he says people don't know what it was like to be in that situation. Police say an emotionally disturbed 19-year-old Quintonio LeGrier lunged with a bat at the officer who shot to protect himself, killing both LeGrier and accidentally killing Jones. Now, Rialmo told reporters police could send Sigmund Freud, he says, on some of these calls, and he wouldn't be able to talk down certain people with mental health problems. He says, quote, if you want to be a guardian in Chicago, be prepared to start going to a lot of cops' funerals. Rialmo has been pulled off street duty, and in a strange twist here, he filed a $10 million lawsuit against the landlord of the house where the shooting happened. Rialmo says the sequence of events set off by the teen has caused him extreme emotional trauma. He says this was a way to defend his name, and he doesn't expect to see any money from it. Terrell?
City said family should pay because cops killed an innocent woman when killing their son. A city filed a lawsuit against the family of a 19-year-old man who was shot and killed by police, after the bullets fired at him killed a bystander. By Rachel Blevins, December 18, 2017. 2 years after a family lost their teenage son when he was shot and killed by a police officer, the city of Chicago filed a lawsuit against the family for the death of a neighbor who was killed by the officer's gunfire. Quintonio LeGrier, 19, was shot 6 times by a police officer who opened fire in an apartment complex on December 26, 2015, also killing Betty Jones, 55, a neighbor who was standing nearby. In addition to losing their son and their beloved neighbor, the family of LeGrier found themselves facing a lawsuit from the city, holding them accountable for the ordeal. According to a report from the Chicago Tribune, the lawsuit stemmed from allegations that Officer Robert Rialmo only opened fire because LeGrier tried to hit him with a baseball bat. Because Rialmo was found not guilty in the shooting, the lawsuit argues that he acted out of self-defense, and LeGrier's estate should be held responsible for Jones' death. The idea would be if the jury found the city was liable to the Jones family, the city wanted the LeGrier family to pay Jones instead of the city. That's disgusting, said Basilius Foutrice, LeGrier's estate attorney. However, it should be noted that while there were reports that LeGrier had a baseball bat, there is no evidence that he had access to a lethal weapon, such as a gun. While initial reports claimed that LeGrier's father called police and asked for help with his son, who was home from college for Christmas and having a mental breakdown, 911 records claim Quintonio also called police. Advertisement. Read more. Geraldo completely misses the point. Black lives matter only when they're killed by white cops. NBC Chicago noted that Quintonio LeGrier called police 3 times around 4:30 a.m. He repeatedly told the dispatcher, "I have an emergency, someone's threatening my life," and gave the address of his father's home, asking officers to come as soon as possible. Police then received a call from his father, Antonio LeGrier, who said, "My son's attempting to break inside my bedroom door. He's got a baseball bat in his hand." Jones, a mother of 5, agreed to wait by the front door to instruct police officers on where to find Quintonio when they arrived, but she lost her life when she and Quintonio were both shot and killed near the front door of the building. As NBC Chicago reported, while an official medical examiner's report suggests the shots were fired in the hallway, attorneys familiar with the physical evidence from the case claim it suggests the officers fired from the curb. As most families do when their loved one is killed by police, and the officer who is responsible is not convicted, the families of L.E. Greer and Jones have filed wrongful death lawsuits. However, in an unusual move, Officer Riamo also filed a lawsuit. As if it was not enough to get away with killing 2 innocent citizens and facing no consequences for his reckless actions, Riamo filed a lawsuit against the Chicago Police Department, claiming that he was inadequately trained. He also filed a lawsuit against L.E. Greer's family, claiming that the shooting caused him emotional trauma. The same police officer who chose to fire multiple rounds from several feet away at a teenager who was reportedly armed with a baseball bat is seeking $10 million in damages for the trauma that he experienced. Read more. Shock video shows cops run down man with cruiser, severely beat him, charge him with assault. Sadly enough, the city of Chicago wanted in on the action too, and it wanted L.E. Greer's family to also help pay for the wrongful death of Betty Jones. The lawsuit argued that Quintonio L.E. Greer had a history of mental health issues during his time as an engineering student at Northern Illinois University, and on the night of his death, he failed to take prescribed medication to control his mental illness. L.E. Greer's erratic behavior in the 3 calls he made to police should have alerted them that they may be dealing with a man who had mental health issues and was not in his right mind. There is also the fact that Riamo fired 8 rounds towards L.E. Greer, even though he knew Jones was standing near him, and would likely be shot as well. The L.E. Greer family's attorney, Basilius Fautrice, called the lawsuit a sick and twisted attempt to distract from the fact that Robert Riamo should never have been on the street. It's not enough to kill people, Fautrice said. Now you gotta go ahead and sue them. Luckily, however, as this case began to get media coverage, the city was forced to retract the suit. We are constantly evaluating and re-evaluating our legal strategies, and we have determined the motion is not the best course of action, said Bill McCaffrey of the City of Chicago Department of Law. I felt like the City of Chicago had reached a new low, said Janet Cooksey, L.E. Greer's mother. Claiming he had no idea his staff had filed a lawsuit against the innocent parents of a teen boy killed by police, Mayor Rahm Emanuel called the move callous and then issued an apology. Read more. Breaking, shooting at State Police Barracks in Pike County, PA. This was a mistake, it should never have been done in the first place, said Emanuel.
Now's the time to buy online with free pickup in store at Macy's. Even with time running out, it's easy to find the perfect gift. Order at Macy's.com by 3 p.m. and pick up in store the same day. Plus, get a savings pass for an extra 20% off your next in-store purchase at Macy's.
This one is starting in his life. It's also coming as a domestic, a 19-year-old son banging on his bedroom door with a baseball bat.
Shots fired out here. Shots fired. Shots fired. Shots fired. 2 shots fired.
We're getting shots fired. Where are you?
772. My partner is 471 is a bad. 710 area.
You in an ambulance over there? All right, let me get some more units for 4710. All right, let me get some more units for 4710. What's the area? We got an ambulance in this route. 10-4. We just got an ambulance in route.
Female black kid.
All right, male black shot, female black kid. All right, and 1172 Roberts, these shots fired by police.
4710, we got 2 down, 2 down.
All right, 10-4, so we got 2 people shot, but were the shots fired by police, just to confirm.
Yes, they were, 10-4.
When you get a chance, let's get the star number.
Hey Charlotte County, this is Charlotte County Cop Watch, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago. And so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave let's say actually yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.